Hey guys, it's Mrs. Goldberg. Welcome to your first online math lesson. Today we're going to begin a brand new unit all on squares and rectangles. So we're going to begin with lesson 11.1. And the purpose for today's lesson is to be able to identify a square as well as a rectangle and its properties. We will complete 2 lessons in one day since it is a short lesson and you guys are rock stars and I know that you will get this immediately. So first off, let's take a look at the square right here. So we know that a square is a four-sided figure. We know that all sides are the same length and all angles are also going to be equivalent. We know that side AB is equal to side BC, which is equal to side CD, which is equal to side DA. These little tick marks right here, the same as an isosceles triangle that we discussed, means that opposite sides are going to be the same exact length. So AD is equal to BC, DC is equal to AB. These are all going to be the same exact length. Okay, so we know that the opposite sides are parallel. We learned in our last unit our parallel sign, which is right here. So line segment AB is parallel to line segment GC, and line segment AD is parallel to line segment BC. We already know that it has 4 right angles and that the measurement of each of the angles, A, B, C, and D, are all going to equal 90 degrees. We know that this is a rectangle, taking a look at this object on this page. We also know that opposite sides are parallel, but notice the difference between the square and the rectangle. Here, EH is parallel to FG with measurements of the sides at 12 centimeters. But notice the perpendicular side of this. So EF is parallel to HG, but notice I have tick marks here. So this measurement and this measurement of EH and EF are not going to be the same. My opposite sides are going to be 30 centimeters, which tells me that this is not a square, but it actually is a rectangle. Okay? We also know that in a rectangle, similar to a square, that my angles E, F, G, and H are all going to be 90 degrees. When in doubt and you're not sure if it's a square or a rectangle, take out your ruler and measure the sides. That will give you a hint. Let's continue on. At this point, I'm going to ask that you take out your student book, and I would like you to turn to your student book page 131 to complete the guided practice. So you will notice that I have 3 figures here, figure X, figure Y, and figure Z. These are the 3 figures in the grid right here. I have here 7 questions. Let's move this out of the way. 7 questions right here addressing the properties of each figure on the grid. So for example, the first one's already done for us. Does the figure have 4 sides? Figure X has 4 sides, so they place a check mark. So does figure Y as well as figure Z. After you complete 1 through 7, let me go down to the bottom, 8 through 10, which is also in your student book, page 131. Number 11, which is student book 132. And number 12, which is student book 132. And finally, 13, 14, which is student book 134. Complete this first, put this video on pause. When you're done completing your work on a piece of paper, you do not have to print anything out. If you just want to write down the answers on a piece of paper, that is fine. Whatever works best for you, put this video on pause. When you are done, unpause the video, and I am going to show you the answer keys. So page 131 and 132 is right here. And then we have 13 and 14, which is right here. It looks like I'm going to be timed out in 15 seconds. So go ahead and complete that. I'm going to start another video in just a little bit, which will take us into day 2 on composite figures. Thank you.